So this is the beautiful Pinware River in Labrador. We're up at this gorgeous pool where the falls are, and this pool is called the Chute. You can see a big falls there. It's going to hold up some fish. They're going to run up, and they'll just stop in a pool below the falls until the river rises, and they run up and jump over the falls. So it's a good area to fish. One of the things about fishing Labrador in particular is you can fish with dry flies, and not only dry flies, but you can fish them dead drift dry flies, and that's really what we're going to do here. Dead drift dry flies, you know, if you're a trout angler, you're quite used to fishing a dry fly just dead drifted in the current. And so if you're a trout angler and you particularly want to get into salmon fishing, this is a really good area and a good way of fishing for salmon. You're not going to do much different from your normal dry fly fishing. You're going to fish a different type of fly, of course. You're not matching the hatch because the fish aren't feeding. So you're putting on something that irritates them. This is some kind of bomber type thing with little wolf wings, a skated fly. You put a little bit of gink on. You've got to fish barbless over here, so you've got to make sure your barbs are squeezed down. But one of the unique things about fishing for fish that are like sight fishing for them, and the fish are looking for the dry flies, they got to see your dry fly. And this fly, as you can see, has got some white foam on it, and white wings and white tail and white everything. And there's a lot of white foam on the water. So you want to pick your spots. When you're fishing your dry flies, you want to make sure you put your dry fly in what's called the window. The window is an area created by currents hitting a rock that will well up and create these little calm windows basically into the water. They're good for you as an angler because you can see down into them and perhaps see some fish, but they're a lot better for the fish. The fish can see in the window. So when you're casting your dry flies, you're trying to find a window, cast your fly into the window, mend, feed slack out if you're fishing downstream to get a dead drift as far as possible. And otherwise, you're fishing dry flies just like you are for trout. And here, today, at this point in time, we've got a high tide in about an hour's time. So it's a really good time to hit the water. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to put this dry fly on and target a window. There's a few fish been rolling as we've been watching. So let's see where it goes from there. All right, my wolf bomber mix didn't work. I went through a bunch of windows, drifted it down through them, didn't work. So we're going to try to change a fly. And a good rule of thumb, as the water gets lower and a bit warmer in salmon fishing, you tend to want to go smaller and smaller flies. I put on a big fly first because I thought it'd be nice for the camera to see it in the window, have a nice eat, but it didn't happen. So now I'm going to go to a smaller dry fly. And it doesn't really matter what it is, it's just going to be a smaller, perhaps slimmer, in profile as well as smaller, and do the same thing as before. Put on some gink, make sure it's debarbed, aim at the windows and dead drift it down. And I think we'll just go with change of color to here. This is a little bomber type, green machine type bomber with an orangey hackle, calf wings and calf tail. Same thing, squeeze the barb off, put on the floatant, target the windows. right, one more, and I'm going to try a wet fly. I want to see one on the dry fly, seriously. Ah, see that one jump? Come on, that's the one. Look at that, right through the window, right over the fish. And he spurned it again. All right, I get the message, fish. It's time for a wet.